Neshoba, Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. It is Thursday morning, Otis.
Man, I tell you already, Friday Eve. Friday be here tomorrow. Weekend's coming. Just moving right on through this week.
72 as we wait for a high to be somewhere 90, 91, and we do have a 40% chance of showers occurring. And we're probably going to see that, Odie, somewhere between 2 to 5 p.m., and then things will kind of start clearing out for the evening. We'll have some partly sunny skies for the most part throughout today. I hear there's a wild Hawaiian-looking shirt with Tabasco sauce being ironed as we speak.
Just for tomorrow, huh?
For tonight. It's a big.
Oh, for tonight.
Big
well,
party.
You know what? You're exactly right. And we know who's going to wear it.
Yeah.
It's going to be Tabasco. It's going to be Hawaiian. Because anywhere he goes, he's dressed like that.
That's it. Clayton Cobbler getting ready for the throwdown at Squealers.
He's going to see some Scott McQuaig, and him and the Tomcats will be at the Squealers tonight. Go out there and get you some drink, get you some good food, get there a little early, get out on the patio, and listen to some awesome music.
You know, I've really gotten into, I don't know if you know this, but of course, you know, they bring you the pork barbecue rinds, the skins. Yep. And if you ask for the little bowl, you can take that and put the original barbecue sauce and dip that in there.
It's about the only way I can eat them things.
Man, I love that. Oh, she's got the best there is. If you have not tried them, go for it. But that barbecue sauce and the pork skins are some kind of fine.
Not too bad. I get that thing and just pour it all on there.
So try it out. You'll find that and so much more going on at Squealers tonight. Scott always does a fantastic job. We'd love to have you out, support his music there. How's everybody feeling? It is, as we said, Thursday. What do we got going on this weekend other than state games? Is there any like car shows and things of that nature that I'm not aware of?
I don't,
I hadn't been told of any, but.
All right, let's see. I sent you that one.
Yeah, dig into that.
So let me try and find when that, because it is coming up.
I just hadn't heard of it being this weekend. So, but if I'm wrong, please let us know. We'd love to support your local.
June 28th.
Yeah, we got a little ways from
We've
that.
got.
And where's that one going to be?
That's coming up. That's going to be, well, this thing now. All right, here we go. Singing Brakeman Park.
The 28th of the month.
The 28th. That's going to have all kind of stuff going on. This is from Michael Malone and a benefit from him. Good friend of the fire department's, our buddy Floyd. And you know Peyton, you know the one that she wanted to sit and eat pancakes with you the other day. It's her dad. And he went into the hospital here, and they said, you're okay. He went back to the hospital here. They said, you're okay. He went to UAB, and they said, ooh, you got to have open heart surgery now. So all of a sudden, boom, that jumped on him, and so he's going through that. So we need to go out and help support him. Yeah. He supports us, but the fire department, let's support him.
Let's hope everything's okay with that.
Yes, definitely.
Heart surgery.
We was going to forget this, wasn't we?
Well, I don't know that there's really any man that.
Like I said the other day, we're 20th on the list.
Father's Day is this weekend, if you can call your dad. But I don't think that a lot of men sit around going, oh, it's Father's Day, and if you don't give me some roses, you're in trouble. I don't think that's a.
No.
If I hadn't seen it on a calendar, I wouldn't have known, and nor would I be mad at anybody that didn't wish me a happy Father's Day.
It would have just kind of flew by.
It's a Hallmark made-up moment, isn't it?
Maybe that's why Greg likes it so much. It's got Hallmark to do with it.
Greg, he's starting early on you, is all I could say.
Well, I mean, he loves it when June comes around.
Oh, we are not stretching the truth on this about Greg and these. Or no, it's July. Christmas in July on Hallmark Channel.
But when June comes, he gets antsy because he knows it's close.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I like Christmas, the spirit of it, but I'm not as Christmas. You know, and Greg gave my wife last year that Santa that twist
6-foot Santa
that moves and does like sneak up on you and scare you.
Oh man, yeah. Now Greg is he's a showman for Christmas. He has definitely got the Christmas spirit. I wish I had the spirit like he does. I love Christmas. I love Jesus. I love the reason for the season. But I don't know why I'm just not. I love giving the gifts. You don't necessarily have to get me anything, but I love to see, especially the kids. You know,
there you are. Lights. Yep. It's all pretty. Coming up, we've got a lot that's gone on in our community in the last 24 to 48 hours. We're going to tell you about a car chase that happened last night, and also I got updated after I put the original story out about gunfire that happened and a car was hit. Turns out there was more to it than that. We'll tell you that. And they're asking for your help. Homeowner going, hey, if you got any video. We'll tell you about that next in just a moment as we get this day underway. Let's put a smile on and face it. 72 now at the Scotty Ray Report.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Ooh, and welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we get our day underway. Do you remember this guy? Let me show this picture from Ghostbusters. The guy on the left. Let me pull this up, Odie. This guy back here in the background. Yeah. He has passed away at the age of 88. So if you remember seeing him in the movie, we've had several movie stars.
Well, not only that.
What do we got?
82 years young.
Oh boy.
Brian Wilson.
Yeah, the Beach Boys.
Man, that's tough. So, yeah, I mean, here you are seeing some of our wonderful movie stars pass away.
So, what was the ultimate Beach Boys song? What is the first one that pops in your head that you say is it?
Now you're going to make me think like that, and I can't come right off the top. I saw them in concert back in '85.
They were on Full House, too, if you remember that episode.
I don't remember that.
But would you say California Girls would be it? I wish they...
Surfing USA?
California Girls may be a little bit higher than that. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Good Vibrations, I think they made a Sunkiss.
I like Good Vibrations.
That was a Sunkiss commercial, wasn't it?
I think Sunkiss may have used it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Other songs.
Wipeout.
Surfing USA.
Yep.
It was just a bunch of them that were big hits there. Surfing USA, God Only Knows.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
I forgot about that one. Most everybody remembers these songs, but I didn't realize he'd gotten dementia.
I didn't either.
And his daughters, he had 2 daughters, and they were talking about just how bad that was, of what it done to him. I Get Around. I forgot about that one, Steve.
Man, yeah.
Around. What about the, what was it, the little old lady from Pasadena?
Yeah.
Little old lady from Pasadena?
They came out to Fort A.P. Hill in '85 for the National Scout Jamboree. So there's 30,000 of us scouts out on the side of this hill while they were singing, and I believe it was the opening act, maybe. Barbara Bush came and talked to us.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Was it Barbara Bush or Nancy Reagan? One of those, and I can't remember. It'd been a long time ago. Kokomo.
Yeah, Kokomo. Yeah. Now they're at Little Deuce Coop. And what about Wouldn't It Be Nice? You remember that one?
Oh, man.
Let's see some other songs. Fun, till her daddy takes the T-Bird away.
Yep.
I'd forgotten all about that one. And let's see here. I get around. We brought that one up. The Rhonda song. I don't know. Sail on Sailor. Never heard of that one. Nah, that was later in their careers. But Surfing USA was definitely one of the ones that described them.
One, yeah.
But they will definitely be missed. They were a part of a lot of people, the baby boomers growing up, and what they did.
Oh, yeah.
And we are just losing these legends left and right.
Yep, the ones who stayed in their own lane.
Yes, they did.
They didn't go country.
I don't think they... Well, today's world, they would be, wouldn't they? Yeah. Is Kenny Chesney a version of that? He's Mr. Surfer.
Oh, man.
So, well, there you go. Surfing USA as we get this thing. Now, I mentioned a moment ago that we had a car chase last night. And I sometimes get complaints. Oh, well, if this was your car and it was stolen, you found out that it was wrecked pretty quick because they tried to get away from police and it didn't work out. Toyota Tacoma didn't fare so well in the chase last night as they ended up in a ditch. Could have been worse. We've seen a lot worse, but this is what it all looked like there as they took that, lost control on a gravel road, as you can see, and into the ditch it went. Now, as we dig deeper into this, let me just, as you'll look at this, let me refresh this, Odie. We had Philadelphia Police Department. We had the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department involved. The Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians Police Department, CTED involved. MHP was also involved in this. He did flee once the vehicle wrecked, and they know who he is, but he has not been taken into custody yet.
But we know who you are. Go ahead and just turn yourself in and get over.
Yeah. So that was the big excitement. And this was in the New Hope community is where all this would go down. County Road 147 is where the accident finally took place there. County Road 147 to the west of Philadelphia is where all this would go on. That little store, the New Hope store in that area, right beside it is where all that would go down. But that's a lot of law enforcement.
You look behind you, that'd make you pucker up. You see that many blue lights coming at you.
Picked the wrong car to take, didn't you?
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So that's what was going on last night in that area there. So if you were out and about and saw that, well, and we also, Odie, had an 18-wheeler accident this morning, mile marker 164 coming into Mississippi in the median. Crashed this morning into the median. Emergency officials were dispersed to that scene. I want to say that Simmons went on out to hook to that and get it out. Had a little DEF leaking out of one of the fuel tanks there, and so they got all that taken care of, and hopefully the road is cleared up by now. That was I want to say that was 3:45 or so, or 4 a.m. right along in there this morning. Don't know if it was fog that caused the incident.
I can tell you when it was.
Did somebody call you?
Yeah. Dispatch called me at 3:42.
So I was kind of close there.
You was pretty close. You was pretty close there. They said, good morning. And I was like, yeah, good morning.
It is not because you woke me up.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Were they real nice to you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I'd rather them call me than not call me. And, hey, I accepted the job, and I know I'm on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't matter. And that's just part of it.
We've got an announcement coming this morning from Sheriff Ward Calhoun. He's made an arrest in a murder that took place last year, and he'll be making that announcement this morning. He told me to get ready, so we'll have that breaking news as it develops here in a little while. We should get that after 9 o'clock is what I'm thinking. So we'll have that information to pass along to everybody.
That'd be awesome.
I knew about this and then I forgot about this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I came in from the car chase to where they shot at a police officer, Meridian. What was that? Today's Thursday. That would have been Tuesday night.
Yep.
And it was sometime after 9 o'clock. I got back, and I think I got a call about 10 o'clock. Said, "Hey, did you hear about that gunfire by Collinsville?" And I made a note over here on my big white yellow notebook like Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
And then I got sidetracked, and then I got a call about it last night. Said, "Why didn't you just mention this?" And I went, "Oof." And my mistake, I totally forgot. Now, I had to backtrack on this because I put it as a lesser crime than it was to begin with, as I spoke to the homeowner in all of this. Do you know where Rocky Ridge Road is?
Yes, right on up 19 on the left.
Yeah, after you go past the Collinsville Riding Club, you can take a left, and that road circles. Let me show you where that is on this map here as we look at this. Here's the map past the little car there. Let me zoom in here. There's the Collinsville Riding Club, and it'd be right there off 19 you'd take. I had originally put that one car had been struck with gunfire. The actual incident happened at 9:07 on Tuesday night. Well, it was much more than one car. It was 2 cars shot, and the kitchen window also busted out by gunfire after I spoke to the homeowner. And what they're asking there, and let me pull this up here, if you have any cameras that are out and about in this area that would be on Rocky Ridge Road or facing Highway 19, anywhere from 9 to 9:15, that 15-minute time lapse of when the car sped away, if you could get that to the homeowner, you can contact me, and we'll get that and give it to the sheriff's department to where they can kind of analyze who was in that area that might have done something like this. Doesn't happen in the county very often, and certainly not in the Collinsville area. That's obscure.
Yeah, that's too far north.
Yeah, so it always brings concern when we have something like this happen. We sound the alarm for you to help. And you're right, Anitra, it is kind of scary there. But no one was hurt. At least 4 rounds were fired as the drive-by happened. Again, 2 cars were struck. That'd be probably 1 per each. And then the kitchen window was busted, and they're not real sure where the 4th round. It may not even hit anything, the 4th round. But minimum of 4 shots fired, 2 cars struck, and a house window broken with that.
Telling you, when you find them, that's attempted murder.
In my opinion, I agree with that.
I'm 100%, and if I could, I would present that to be voted on as a law here in Mississippi. When you shoot at a house or just shoot amongst a bunch of people haphazardly, I think anybody that was in the near vicinity of that bullet was in danger for their life and should be attempted murder.
Well, I'm gonna lock Odie up with an attorney.
I'm telling you,
them loopholes that are in the law, and there's probably a bunch of loopholes on all of that kind of stuff there.
Yeah, it is.
And I've never understood why we can't just have here's the law. Period. It doesn't work that way, but there's always some case that they can go back.
Look at the Constitution.
Yeah,
that tells us every right we have, but your liberals. Boy, they trying. Oh no! That's not what that means.
So y'all be prepared. Study up. Coming up, we're going to tell you about a wanted man. We got one.
Ooh.
Newton County is looking for someone. They're asking for your help. We're going to tell you about that next. We'll be right back.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Whoop. And we had somebody wanting to be friends with some of y'all out there.
Actually, I think they were hitting on LaWanda.
Yeah. So we ex-nayed him. He won't be bothered.
And you're sure he wasn't from DeKalb?
Well, he says Dynamite.
Dynamite City of the South.
So you never know. And then Miss Erica from Pittsburgh, good morning to you.
Oh, I need to say good morning to Thelma, too. She sent me a thing on new laws that are going to be taking place. And that it is July 1st usually.
July 1 is when it usually takes effect.
Need to dig into Mississippi laws, the new ones that are going to be happening that went through the legislature this year.
Yep.
And get that ready. All right, I mentioned that over in Newton County they were looking for someone. Let's go ahead and show that beautiful bean footage. Here's a photo of this. Newton County Sheriff's Department would like the public's help in locating Nathan Alexander Smith. He is wanted. He is a wanted sex offender. He failed to register. He's described as a 40-year-old white male, 5'10", 175, blonde hair, blue eyes, last known to reside in the Meridian area. May work, travel. If you know him, please let him know. There's the number, 601-635-4401. If you'd rather not do it that way, you can contact us. We'll be glad to get in touch with the sheriff and let him know where to come to.
Yeah, we'll get in touch with old Jody over there, and I don't know if I want him looking for me or not.
Jody will come get you.
Where is he? I'm on my way.
I will say this. These two, Jody, he means business, and so does Eric Clark. And I say this with all sincerity.
Yeah.
There has never, not one time, because last night was a prime example of this, of when I call Eric Clark, I don't go to voicemail. He talks to me, and his family got him a Bluetooth set. He can drive, talk to me, and because I've been with him when he's been on these chases. And last night he was amongst that when he and I was talking. He was in hot pursuit behind this vehicle. But I've been with him when he was running through the woods chasing somebody, and he'll say, "Hang on just a second," and he'll read them their Miranda rights as he's talking to me on that Bluetooth. He keeps me updated as it happens.
You call that real time, don't you?
Y'all got y'all a real John Wayne up there. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, he will come after you.
Oh, man.
But he and Jody, never upon never have they put me on hold or didn't answer my phone call, because there's reasons behind that. If they want the public to know what is going on in the community, and they want you to know as fast as possible. Now, every now and then do we have to make an adjustment to a story after the cuffs go on and do a tweak to some information? Yeah, but you're getting it in real time, as you put it. It's
stand by, folks, and he's in custody now. Boom.
Yeah, it's kind of like having one of those Lees chasing you when they drive up on you. You have to watch those too.
Yeah.
But
and I tell you, y'all know this guy now because it's all over the world. He's wanted. I wouldn't keep him in my house without him being told.
And I don't know whether he just didn't drive over and say, because you have to register.
You got so much time to register your new address.
So they are wanting to have a little chat with him. If y'all happen to know where he is, they'd love to talk to him.
Paperwork, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
we'll sort all that out later.
That's right.
Now, I was hesitant on this, and I waited a few moments on this because in the Meridian area, I've often learned that when it comes out that someone's been robbed, that sometimes, it's not quite what it sounded like. And it could be a third cousin that actually borrowed their car, or they took $20 from them, and then after a few minutes, everybody calms down and everything's okay. Yesterday, I would head out. We waited about an hour on this to make absolutely sure. Cooper Circle, 56th Avenue. You know where that is?
Yeah, I do.
This is going to be, let me describe it to you. If you get off the interstate at Waters International, you're headed directly toward College Park. It's going to be just west, back in there, if you were going west, behind San Marcos.
By the old Horseman's Mark.
Yes, Horseman's Mark. Take a left there.
Yep.
And it's back in there where this happened. A guy was walking down the street. Apparently he had a backpack, and a guy goes, "Do you need a ride?" And he said, "Sure." And he started walking toward the car, and that was about when a gun was pulled. He had to hand over said backpack, cell phone, and his wallet. Lost everything that he had on him while he was there.
Well, then.
I passed the police several times making those rounds through there. They were serious about it. To my knowledge, no one's been arrested. I don't know the leads at this point, but hopefully whoever done this will be brought to justice. It's bad to rob a walking man. That's just...
Yeah. He just trying to make it through.
Terry said that she was kind of surprised when he's probably hungry that day when she called to talk to Eric. He thought he was fixing to get some deliveries.
That's what it was.
Now, Eric will talk to folks. And that's what's good. We appreciate him for what he does. Janelle, good morning. Good to see you out and about today. Let's see what else is going on in the big wide world this morning. We had a fender bender over at Wally World.
That's a hood bender.
And this is that place to where you're pulling a Highway 19 north. You know, you take, is it what's that river?
Great River Drive, yeah.
Yeah, and take a right there. Here's where the accident was, as you can see here. Little bender there.
Yeah. Ow. That's where you can come from the backside and somebody's got to try and scoot across.
Yeah. So just watch what you're doing there. You know, it's even harder as you go out past the car wash. You know where Backyard Burgers were.
Yeah. Oh.
You can't get out of there.
Not taking a left, really.
So it's just best to go to a red light.
Yeah.
I have found it best to do that in so many cases.
And there's one on either side.
Yeah.
Yep.
So something to keep in mind as you're planning your day. And we had a lot of just fender benders yesterday. We're going to be telling you about those, some of those that might have interrupted your day.
Yeah.
Anitra says she likes old Eric Clark.
Yeah. Said really doing a good job.
Yeah, there's a heap of them up there. As we begin today, the Beach Boys, we talked about the Beach Boys. That was somebody else. I don't know if you remember this. Was never a big MTV watcher. But she was what you would call a VJ back in the day, a video jockey.
Well, the original, and I'll say that, the original MTV, I watched with music videos. But now, do they still have music?
I don't know. I never turned it on.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it in 20-something years.
Her name is Amanda Lewis. She's 52. She has passed away. Stage 4 breast cancer. We passed along. This is what she looked like recently. But back in the day, this is from Daily Mail. This is a most recent picture of her who used to do those videos.
Oh, prayers for her family. That's tough. Breast cancer is terrible. My daughter's
Do you
still
remember
fighting
that little annoying woman that used to be on the CMT? She's a little short woman.
I didn't watch a whole lot of CMTs.
Cody, that was the problem. We've discovered the problem now. We've finally gotten to the root cause of what happened.
I didn't watch many of those award shows.
It wasn't an award show. It was just videos. You know, they'd have somebody host them. You know, kind of like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what you're
It was a country. I can't remember that little girl, but she's bad.
Maybe
She's really bad.
I couldn't get by her.
Like, how'd you get that job? How? It didn't make sense to me.
She wasn't real good at
duty.
It
wasn't. But probably one of the best when it came to country shows would be Lori Ann Crook and Charlie Chase, if you remember that.
Yeah, I did watch him.
Yeah, that was a pretty good show. Charlie Chase had a lot of class about him, and they even done a countdown, I think, at one point. And she was
easy to look at.
She was a very nice looking woman.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That's been many, many moons ago. We'll be right back, and we're going to get into some more things that are happening in our community. American Portable Buildings not only has buildings, but they also have trailers. They're budget friendly, zero down, no credit check. Come take advantage of these savings today. Take a look at all they have to offer. If it's a trailer you need, they have them from 12-foot to 16-foot to 18-foot, even car haulers. If you're tired of having to borrow a trailer every time you need one, see them today. Call 601-693-6200 or drop by for a visit at 4838 Old Homestead Road in Meridian. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. You know, I heard a rumor yesterday. I was supposed to have already gotten a text on a hat. The Neshoba General Nursing Home is going to have a benefit ball game, and word is Sandy White's going to try to run the bases. Vegas.
Does she have to hit the ball first?
Yeah, and Vegas odds. Do you think she can actually make all three?
Well, not at one time.
One base at a time. We're going to let you know when that is up and coming. She promised to get us the information on that of who it's going to benefit and all, but they're going to be involved in a...
If she run around them bases, she's going to have one to benefit her.
Whoops.
Oh, man.
Do you remember...
Yeah, I do.
As we go back to, and that's the best way to put his voice. And he was, what game show was that on?
Matchmaker, I think. Yeah.
Do y'all remember this guy, Paul Indy? He was born today in 26, and of course he was on Bewitched a lot, but he was on that Matchmaker game.
Match Game.
Match Game.
Yeah.
But good actor, but he had a voice.
Hollywood Squares.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a while there. One of the guys, other than running naked one time, has a clean record. Yes, they call him the street. You remember that?
Yeah, do.
Was it late 70s that happened? Who was that?
You know, that's been a while.
It's John Boy running there. Where's your clothes? Richard Thomas.
You didn't get them stitched up real good, did you, boy?
I don't know why he done that, but I can remember that being talked about many, many moons ago.
Yeah. Oh,
crawfish pie, jambalaya, and how's the rest of it go? A meal mego.
Something like that.
Yeah. Hank Williams recorded the great, y'all remember that, Jambalaya. And I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive, which would be the song that was playing on the radio that went number one when he passed away in December. It shot to number one. It had just been released. I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive.
Man, you just felt something.
1953. This guy has done so much, from Tim the Tool Time to Last Man Standing, The Santa Claus. The list goes on and on. Tim Allen's who we're talking about today. Born in 53. And he is a devout Christian. He stands up for what he believes against Hollywood, and he's paid the price for that a time or two.
Well, you know, he came up and got into drugs, went through a hard time with it, and decided, no, it's time to change my life, accepted Christ. And, when Hollywood told him, says, you can't support conservatism, he goes, well, I just won't support nothing then. And then along here comes his outdoor channel. It really boosted up, and it kind of showed Hollywood then that what people really want.
They don't listen, it seems, though.
No, because it's gone downhill. I mean, there's nothing in Hollywood like it used to be.
It just seems that someone could come up with a conservative channel that offers good shows, and I mean outside of Hallmark, to where it actually has a plot. a channel that's dedicated to Texas Ranger Walker, and Angie makes fun of me every time I watch it.
The original.
Yes.
The original.
To where the good guy walks away. There's a moral to kids, and maybe one day we'll get that.
That's right.
If not, it's all ending, is all I can tell you. You remember Darla?
I remember Darla.
I'm in the mood for love, and I almost want Odie to sing that, kind of like Alfalfa did.
Yeah, that's about how I sing, the way Alfalfa.
1979, she would pass away, and I don't have a picture of her after she got big. I just remember her as that little girl, Darla.
Yeah. It's the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Is that what they called it?
Yeah, the He-Man Woman Haters
That little
Club.
clubhouse they had there.
Yeah.
Boy, they were always into something. And the little puppy dog was
Spot, wasn't it?
Spot, yeah, with the circle around his eye there. We remember TV got that just by incidents. It was Trapper John.
Trapper John, M.D.
That would be Adam Cartwright for the rest of the world, who made it to that. Let's see here. This guy, it started out to be one of the best movies there was. Then they had to go and tamper with it. And then he would open his mouth and we'd find out his political belief.
Yeah.
Chris Evans, born in 1981, Captain America.
But that's the only Captain America. There's not another one.
Yeah. That those first two shows were really good, though.
Then they brought in those steel worms from outer space.
Worked the whole concept of it.
Now, this guy, no respect. He gets no respect. He could do the triple Lindy on the diving board.
Yes, he did. Anybody remember that movie, Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield?
You can do it, son. You're a melon.
I forgot about that. He had a series beginning there with Caddyshack and Back to School, and there was a couple of others. One of them where he was a plumber, and I can't remember. Joe Pesci. Is that how you say that name?
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Pesci or Pesci?
Pesci.
Pesci. See, I've confused y'all.
That's the ones that you get messed up at the drive-thru.
Yes. But they done one where he was a plumber. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
All right, Spot was not the dog's name, and I don't know why we didn't know it. The dog's name was Petey. And thank you for everybody, Debbie, Karina,
boy,
Sean, everybody come up here and says, do you know the dog's name?
Carl's after you saying Peter Fonda was the only Captain America. Did he
I didn't say, no, he's saying Peter Fonda was the only Captain America.
I didn't know that he ever played that part.
I didn't either.
That's news to me. There you go, all the movie there, back in that. We got,
boy, you talking about go downhill. Miley ain't got nothing on these two.
Is their clothesline still selling, or is that over?
I don't know. It had to have been a real skinny clothesline.
It was big. I mean, all those little girls that watched Full House bought their clothing. I mean, they're. I don't know if I can say the word billionaire, but multi-millionaires. These two are. Yeah.
Oh.
They're loaded, Odie.
Did they straighten up?
I didn't know they had issues.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, they made Miley Cyrus look like a saint. Yeah.
I ain't never heard much about them. I've never seen one of them riding a wrecking ball.
No, they couldn't ever climb up on it to ride it.
Honestly, I didn't know anything bad about them. It was 1987. I'm gonna love you forever and ever. Amen. As he put it. Randy Travis had a huge number one.
Man.
That was the video that started out at the wedding reception where she asked her brother to do the music, if you'll remember. Good stuff. It's been a while since we've seen that. George Strait released Lead On. Only the man like him could do that. Was a great CD.
And I'm telling you, what's that, John?
316?
No, the kid that just got through. He came in second.
Yeah, John. Yeah, we don't know his last name.
I can't think of it to save my life. He's a little George Strait.
Guy's good. We've not John Foster.
John Foster. Yep.
We'll hear more out of that guy.
Oh man, yeah. He's made over George Strait. Man.
So is Carl telling us that that what's his name also, the Easy Rider guy was Captain America? Deborah and all them.
Not sure on that one, but yeah.
And Anita, you're right. Randy Travis is very ill right now. He bless his heart. Back in 2003, this would be the third installment of Toy Story.
Those were some good little movies.
Tim Allen, as we just brought him up, played the voice there.
Sit there with the kid, watch Toy Story.
Those were good there.
Yeah.
Do you remember this guy?
I remember him. Boy, was he.
NBC.
Way over on the left. I mean, he started on the backside of the L.
He was there. This one, and you know, I got faked the other day as my phone was laying here and it went off, and I heard his voice, and I thought, man, he's talking about sausage. I thought he's dead, and then it was, they still use his voice for commercials.
Yeah, original AI something.
Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, that's still his voice for the advertising.
Big Bad John. Couldn't have been done any better. Now, I'm not sure anybody else could have done that song like he did.
No.
It's just there's some things you can't close your eyes and have anybody else do. That's one of them there. 2000, this would go back to, I think he was in Gator, if I'm not mistaken, and he would also be in Dueling Banjos, if you'll remember that, when Burt Reynolds down the... Ned Beatty passed away in 21. He played a lot of parts.
He was in either The Toy or Brewster's Millions, one of those two.
May have been there. That's been a while. Ned Beatty. So that's been...
a lot of support roles.
Yeah, he played sheriffs and...
Yeah.
But Ned Beatty, what a big star he was back in the day.
Yeah.
Diane says you got it right.
Which ones? I can mark that down.
And you're right. John Foster does have a Dwight Yoakam look. He's got that look. Now, I was a huge Dwight fan. I've always liked Dwight. He sang about what happened in the coal mines of Kentucky, of where he'd come from. They learned reading, writing, Route 23. 3 jobs away waiting in that city factories. And it talks about, you know, coming from a small town and moving to a large city and being dumb to the ways of city life and what the values were, and Mr. Johnson's love. And do you know that one?
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. D. White liked him a whole lot. We'll be right back as we begin your day. It is Tuesday. We'll look at some weather
today's
next.
Thursday.
Tuesday is a T word. How'd you let me get confused?
Take us back that far.
That would make Friday a long way off.
Well, when you said that, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. We'll look at the Thursday's forecast of what's up and coming. We'll be right back.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
Hi, this is Nick at Doc's Toyota, and we are excited to put you in a new Toyota today. We have no dealer markup, no hidden fees, no hassle, and our inventory is always priced to move. Our top-notch sales department and first-class service after the sale guarantees you a fast and comfortable buying experience like you've never had. So come see why month after month, more and more customers have chose to buy from Doc's Toyota. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia, at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. You got to have the right buttons, Odie.
He got so many buttons over here, NASA's be watching.
I hit the wrong one.
Oh, Ned was in the Superman movie. He was...
oh, yeah.
What's the Nemesis's name?
Gene Hackman played it.
Yeah, and Ned was his...
assistant?
Assistant, yeah. Yeah, why can't we think
Oh
of?
boy, yeah. He was, because I remember under the ground, under the tunnel, and had the good looking assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come to us there in a second. There.
Yeah.
But what was that else that somebody said? The Big Easy. Ned Beatty was in it.
Yeah.
He Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor. Carl had it. Thank you. That's right.
Yeah,
Why
Lex
can't we think
Luthor.
of that?
Bald headed there, and then Gene Hackman. He is one of the best.
I liked Gene, and I still hate what all happened with him and his wife.
Oh, that's a sad one there.
That was really sad.
And I've thought back on this. He was an enemy of this state. What a part he played. And then also the one that had Owen Wilson in it, Behind Enemy Lines.
Yes.
Boy, that movie.
And then the juror.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he tried to pay off the juror, or he was running the jury pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a great actor he was. As we pull up radar, and let me show this. National Weather Service has us at 40%. My radar is updated and is now giving us a little bit higher chance of rain, Odie, as we go here to take a look.
I am just glad I got my grass cut yesterday evening.
Again, when I first came in this morning at 3-ish, it was around 30%. Now we're at 60% chance here for some showers.
Now that I cut it, we got this rain, I'll have to cut it by Monday.
Look at this.
That's
80% all the way through Sunday starting tomorrow.
Man.
Ain't getting better Monday and Tuesday either.
No.
We've got wet weather ahead of us if we hadn't figured this out by now.
It takes my yard 3 days to dry out when it's nothing but sun.
Now, this is why we've got this 60%. Y'all look at this at Tyler, Texas over here moving in on Texarkana.
Wowzers.
It's a bunch of Beaumont getting some showers already. You get down in here to Victoria, Texas, Galveston, old Galveston, El Campo, Texas, a lot of rain in it. But that is solid making its way towards Shreveport, which will affect us a little bit later on. So be prepared. It's coming. We're going to have a wet one ahead of us. Now, the National Weather Service, let me go here and let's make sure nothing severe has changed as we go back to radar. Still showing the same area for the heaviest of rain. Philadelphia getting that as we take in Starkville, West Point, and then all the way up to Corinth, Mississippi, and all of the Delta included in this. But as we get into these areas here from Walnut Grove, as we come across and look at our line, in the Neshoba County Fairgrounds on that line, as well as just west of Doc's Toyota, taking in Pearl River Resort, as you get up here to Burnside Park, Noxapater, all the way through
We are
Winston.
definitely going to get some rain. We'll just say it that way.
There we go. So be prepared. Carry an umbrella with you today or somebody to hold it.
Yes. That would help.
Deliverance was the movie that I could not name, Rhonda. Thank you.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Him and Burt Reynolds. That was.
He did play in Striker Ace. Sure did.
What part did he play in Striker Ace?
He was one of the one in the suit. I think he worked for the chicken company.
It's funny that you brought that up. I remember yesterday, Jim Neighbors was in that, and I saw a little clip. He was the head mechanic.
He was
the head mechanic for Burt Reynolds, and Burt Reynolds made the comment, "This is the 248th one we've opened this year, wearing the chicken outfits."
I want to say that he worked for the chicken company.
And then it was Charlie Daniels had the theme song, wasn't it? Stroker Ace was born to race. He had a Mean Street 10 foot wide. Son of a gun with a taste of fun, and something of the girl with the bedroom eyes. Mama, lock your daughters up. That Wild Bunch is back in town. You remember all that?
I remember the song.
Woo, boy!
I don't remember that many words to it. The chicken pit. Yeah.
The chicken pit. That's good stuff, y'all. We had a car stolen last night. And to my knowledge, the car has not been found. There was a report of it striking a tree with 4 people in it, and then it drove off after it was stolen. Tag number LAC 115, if you happen to see this. It's a 2000 Hyundai Sonata that was taken out of a yard on 28th Street, the 1900 block. So they'd sure like to have their car back. But
all right, a Toyota Sonata. Now, you just said that car hit a tree?
It was a Hyundai.
I mean, a Hyundai Sonata. Hit a tree, and then they drove off?
Yeah.
All right, now, them Sonatas...
I don't know how big the tree was, but it ran off the edge of the road and struck a tree.
I know that's a tough car, and you'll remember this. We saw a lady drive off of an interstate bridge landed upside down and rolled over beside a railroad track.
Oh, I remember this.
And she walked out of that wreck.
She sure did.
And she was in a Sonata.
She sure was.
I said, I might go look at one of them there cars.
But I remember looking over there, and it was a long way down there.
Yeah, it was. Woof.
If I'm not mistaken, Lewis pulled that out, didn't he? Am I right?
Yeah,
if I
you got a long video of that one.
Yeah, because it was interesting it coming up slowly there and putting it on the trailer.
That was
never seen anything quite like that. We had several fender benders yesterday. Let's talk about a few of these. This would be right in front of the Holiday Inn. If you were getting a good night's rest, waking up smarter. Well, we had a fender bender there. Not only, and this is where it gets really wild yesterday afternoon. Let me move over to this. We had an accident, Odie, on the westbound lane, and then we had a separate stalled car in the eastbound lane. So coming into Meridian or leaving Meridian, you couldn't get anywhere.
We was going to get you to stop one way or another.
I went over to Nelson Hall Chevrolet, and as you'll see this truck going here, I want you to look up the road here. McQueen, here he is. There's McQueen. He's directing traffic. And as we put this into play, we follow this red truck, and I want you to look up on top of the bridge. And I don't know how.
I thought the truck was involved. He's just a passerby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, as we see the 18-wheeler up on the rear, somehow or another, the four back tires, the rear axles, all of them were flat. Blown.
He run over something.
Yeah. And again, I don't know what busted the tires, but something did. He had to have a wrecker come on out and help assist. You don't exactly carry four tires around to fix that.
No.
As that was going on the other side, let me find it, we had a car that was broke down. And here's this. This would be right in front of U-Haul.
I don't know if I'd be hanging on that side of the vehicle. I'll wait till somebody come get me before I hang out on that side.
How long ago? Let me. As a matter of fact, Greg was sitting there with me, and he goes, "I wouldn't do that." It took the words out of his mouth what you just said.
Come on.
Yeah,
come on. There ain't nothing in there unless it's a baby. That important to do. And then you definitely don't get the baby out that side of the car.
But how long ago was it that we saw one of these struck from behind?
Exactly.
Half a mile up the road from here.
Yep.
People top the hill. For
they
whatever
don't pay
reason.
attention anymore. They don't pay attention to what's going on around them.
But the safer way would have been on the other side. And I don't know how tight it was, but that lane of travel, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. And would you say if something like that happens, it's better to get out of the road? If your car quits, get out of it, get away from it,
get out of the car and
get
get
the
away.
grass.
Yes, go find you a tree to get from. You do not want to be stuck in that car. You're not safe.
Now I want to show this an 18-wheeler called Fire. I believe this was around Pelahatchie, 80 mile marker 83 yesterday, westbound. Traffic started backing up, and I was starting to get all types of calls. Here's a video from that. Let me pull this up here and show you what this actually looked like. Let that start back over. It's a lot of that. Here it comes. And we'll pause it when it gets here where you can see it a little bit better. Look what's left of that truck.
Man.
It completely melted. And again, cleanup took quite some time there on the scene to get all that cleaned up
Go
out
out
of the way.
on a limb. That was probably Simmons out there cleaning
It
up.
It was. They were called to that scene also.
Well, I mean, they show up. They got everything in the world.
I couldn't help but notice the big garbage truck also. It stuck out like a sore thumb as I was. It used to be Mississippi Music. It's got a new name.
I remember that now. Yeah.
It's got a new name. I was on South Frontage Road, and I thought, wow.
Is it not in the music?
It's a music store, but it's not Mississippi Music anymore. It was bought out by somebody. And so I took a video from there, and then I drove around to take a look, see what was actually going on. It was a fender bender here as we look at this. This is that new company that comes and takes your garbage cans away.
From the county.
Right. And they won't pick up your boxes. That's them.
Yeah.
You can't miss them. And your garbage fees went up with this new company. Did I mention that? Yeah, they were involved in a fender bender there. There they are. Meridian Waste. Bringing you higher garbage fees every day. You okay over there?
I was just kind of reading. A lot of those go out on this little limb here. A lot of the times, the reason we have higher trash is because everybody expects the government to do more for them. Oh, pick this up for me, pick that up for me, take off this for me, take off that for me. And no longer do we have the days of once every 2 or 3 months, Daddy says, get in the truck, we're going to the dump, and we're going to pay them to take our trash, and we offload it. And
I still do that. I go to the dump sites every couple of months and do that myself.
Yeah, but most everybody says, no, we want the government to do it. We want the government to do it. Please, the government, do it for me. Please, government. And then the government says, okay, well, our cost goes up. So you got two different dumps. You got one that takes household garbage, and that's not cheap because you can put anything in that you got in it, not hazmat. But then you've got a dump that takes white goods, wood, refrigerator debris, and it's cheaper. But if you have one of those huge 30-yard dumpsters and it's full of just white good, wood and all that stuff, and somebody throws one bag of household garbage in it, you just had to pay double to have it dumped. And so that's where a huge cost comes from. And I will say that Oscar One there, Daniel's working on some things to make this a whole lot easier for everybody and hopefully bring the cost down. So he is working hard on something coming up in the near future.
Let me sum it up to this. My garbage fees went up from $68 to $168, whatever it is. That's a good bit of increase. My land taxes went up from paying $3,800 to $6,200, and we have a $68 million courthouse that does not have enough room. Now, y'all do the math on that.
Oof.
I ain't happy. Car tags. Y'all want to get into that?
I got to pay that today, too.
It just goes on and on of rising cost, and I don't think we're getting what we're paying for. However it got there, somebody voted for $68 million, $40 million plus add-ons. Now, I'd get argued on if they go, that courthouse didn't cost that. Yeah, it did, after you add in everything that was tacked on, and we ain't got enough room, and everybody can't fit in there, and it ain't square. I've walked down it. Okay, I've had enough said about that. We'll be right back. Boy, I'm getting my dandruff up at a heartbeat. I'll be right back. We got some more wrecks to talk about.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun food and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. Scotty Ray along with Odie as we travel along this morning. We had another incident yesterday. This is a pretty common 29th Avenue, 40th Street.
Yeah.
Got there on scene there. We had a little, and this was not big. Originally, it was thought to be some injuries. This was a very mild accident there as we look at this, and we'll go back around here to the red light there. Several cars involved in this, and again, was nothing major. But we
called them four-way stop.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure do there.
So that brings me to this point here.
What's that?
Because we sit around, and there was a wreck at a four-way stop, right? Mm-hmm. So how does a four-way stop work? Everybody got to stop.
Correct.
And then basically whoever was there first
gets
to go. If you got there at the same time, the one on the right goes. And we learned this. If you're going down the road on the highway and there's an intersection and the lights go out, magically it becomes a four-way stop. Period. Come to a four-way stop. Then you treat it as first come, first serve. So it begs you to ask the question, how is it nobody know how to operate at a four-way stop? So I said, I'm going to do some snooping.
All right, what have you discovered? What's your answer?
They don't teach it.
Is that what's happened?
There's not a single thing about a four-way stop in the
Mississippi driver's
handbook, license manual, or on the test. There is a picture of a stop sign, and it says you got to stop until it's safe to go. Then it does mention, it says if the lights go out at an intersection, you treat it as a stop, and you don't go till it's safe to go.
So have you,
that's not it.
Who is it that we could call on that? Is Sean Tyndall? Is that somebody? Is that who we would need to ask on that?
He's over all that.
That might be where we need to head to.
We no longer teach a four-way stop, and we have more four-way stops around.
Well, let me scare you even a little more.
Now they don't even drive for the test.
That's my question.
So why teach a four-way stop because you don't even know if they can drive or not?
Yeah, that's a good question there.
Oh, and we do have to agree with Daniel.
What's he agreeing on?
He said that was the best Coca-Cola commercial that's ever been made. I think we're better than the polar bears.
No, the behind-the-scenes footage is better than.
Well,
we had a lot of fun. That was fun.
Oh, man.
Over by the Meridian Police Department, streets blocked, Odie. They've been digging it up again.
Uh-oh.
Something's going on underneath there. They've got backhoes digging concrete up. That's East Street, also known as Kenneth Kroom Street.
That's right.
If you're in that area today, expect some delays on that also. We couldn't help but notice early this morning around 2 a.m. that there's a stop sign down. Don't be running it as we go to North Hill Street. This is going to be there at 27th Place, which leads you up to McAllister's right along in there.
Yeah.
It's gone. Somebody ran over it. They were in a hurry.
Well,
there you go. So that happened overnight there. Went to a ribbon cutting ceremony yesterday. Couldn't miss out on this. If you hadn't had a chance, here's the Vane Institute. They're there at Crossroads. Big turnout for that also yesterday. Craig was there, done a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Hope you had a chance to be out there with that. That was around 11 o'clock yesterday. And while I was out and about, I was sitting over at Chino's thinking about lunch, and I glanced up.
That
foldy over thing, and I noticed there wasn't no sign there no more. So I drove over.
Oh, even the sign's gone?
It's gone. There is no resemblance of a Trustmark bank there anymore.
Ooh, is that a board that's even over the 18?
They done took it out.
Oof.
You can't make no withdrawals from there anymore.
Well, doggy.
And I asked this. I think there's only one bank left in the area. Most of these are just these little things to where you can go up and withdraw. The day of banking is ending on Highway 19, College Park area. I only know of one in the area, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Great Southern National Bank.
Where's it at?
It's in College Park.
Up at the up there at the front up there.
In the back.
That's what I'm talking about. Up at the front as you go through the red light up in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But there's
you got that up. No, I think that's a payday loan, isn't it? Now, isn't it? Or is that used to be Eastover?
Is there
Bank or
one?
something?
Is there one left by Tractor Supply right before we get Tractor Supply on the right? I know one closed and is a nail salon now, and it seems like maybe Citizens, maybe. But the day of banking is going away from out there. One bank at a time.
Still got one in Walmart.
I ain't said a word.
Oh, me neither.
Stuff to buses coming from the United Way. They're going to be helping out. This starts July 10th at 9 a.m. We wish them luck. That's always a good program they do to help kids out. Citizens National Bank. So it is still there.
Yeah, okay.
So that makes two left there. When it used to be bank after bank, Regions, all of those used to be up through there. So
Yeah, you had Regions, Bank Plus, which was the original Ready Teller.
Yeah.
And then Great Southern, all three right there.
Amongst one
Deposit
another.
Guarantee is what I think Regions was originally. Right there, and then now I know Great Southern's there. And is there one up there towards the front?
I think that's
right
payday.
Beside Mr. Cook, you had that little bitty ready teller.
Yeah.
That had like 1 or 2 people that just worked in there, and then you had the big one, the deposit guarantee.
It's very few.
I think that's one of them Mary J. Warner prescription places, maybe.
That's possible.
But then, Citizens National Bank on down the road. Wow. Yeah.
It's becoming a thing of the past.
Oof.
Is there a reason? I have not gotten a reason why Trustmark is closing this location.
Well, I didn't know this. I can take a picture of the front and the back of my check.
Yes,
of course,
sir.
I got to sign it right, and it deposits it
Automatically.
for me.
You didn't know about that?
No, not until about 2 or 3 months ago. I'm one of them that walks in, hey, Odie, we know each other.
But you can do that picture thing, and it tells how much the check is for, and do a front and back, and you're done.
Yeah.
There you are.
All right, so Regions is now a distributor. So, you can get your glaucoma medication right there. I think I've been on enough wreck scenes that my glaucoma has cleared up.
It may have, Odie.
People wonder, well, why'd you wreck? I don't know, but
more.
I might have an idea.
And now that Odie brings that up, folks, I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of skunks in this town. And I'm seeing it more and more. Rick, hey, we had this sent in to us. We want to bring this up. If you know anybody that Linder Harvey that's lost bank card, correct? They've lost their bank card there, and it's at the old Sefco, 22nd Avenue. If you want to run by and pick that up there, left it there.
Yeah, at least you got somebody good that didn't try and keep it. That's good.
Get your ID there and show them. They'll give you your card back there.
Yeah.
So there we go. All right, we need to do some birthdays, Odie. It's already that time.
Birthdays? Well, look at here. Heather Bunyard. Heather, good morning. Happy birthday. Cyan Denise Thompson, 55. I can't drive 55. Yep. Deanna Jenkins, all having birthdays today, and James Lovett had a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to everyone this beautiful morning.
We go to Jackson as we're looking here at some totals. They finally certified Ashby Foote wins Ward 1 in Jackson. Now, talk about being a tight race. The votes were counted 1739 to 1731. So that's 6 votes? Is that right?
Or
7 votes. 8 votes. Yeah.
Well, it's one of them singles.
Yeah, it's I moved all over the place there. Man, who needs it?
Yeah.
But 8 votes separated that.
It goes back to say your votes don't count. Look here. Man. Good deal.
So, boy, that was tight. So now they're going to be getting back to business in Jackson. And again, the mayor's race in Meridian, 98 votes. And the council, some of those were 60?
Some of those were real close. Yeah, real close. Within 20-something, 30 maybe.
Didn't we get a note from somebody the day after the elections that somewhere in Mississippi there was another coin toss because it was the same?
Yes, we talked about it on here.
And I can't remember where it was.
Golly.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Big deal there.
Joe, have a wonderful morning, and I know you'll be busy with the state games, I'm sure.
Absolutely. All right, it's time for us to go. And with that being said, we have to leave you with a Bible verse that has been come up with. Odie, what do you got for us today?
All right, let's see. The good Lord's taking us to Psalms 30, verse 5. For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. We all get upset, and we all get that moment where we just almost lose control. But if we keep the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in our hearts, he can take that from us. It's always good to be able to have someone to lean on like him, because he will always take that grief away from us. And when we do love someone and we lose them, we do have that sad time that we go through. But at the same time, knowing that they went to see the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and that they're living in the kingdom of God, boy, we ought to rejoice that some, because he is home. She is home with our Father. And one of these days, as long as we follow the instruction book, we'll get there and see them again. Man, I've lived longer without Daddy than I lived with him, and with Father's Day coming, it always seems different. I don't know if that's why I always say that Father's Day really hadn't meant anything over the years, because I don't have my daddy anymore. And I miss him, but I know one day, I know he's in the kingdom of heaven. And I plan on going there too, to be with him again. Y'all have a wonderful day. Friday's coming. It's going to be another fun day. Just wait and see. Join us in the morning. But until then, remember, we love each and every one of y'all.
Peelahatchie is where they had
yes,
coin
that's
toss, is what I'm being
That's
told.
it. Peelahatchie.
All right. And don't forget, Scott McQuaid will be out tonight at Squealer's Barbecue.
Get you some good food, and go see Clayton. Say hey, because I know he'd be happy to see you.
Is it true that he carries his own Tabasco sauce with him?
He does.
I've been told that. We'll be back in the morning. Thank y'all. God bless you.